Hold on, clip.
Oh, I've been around African Americans my whole life. I don't want to see them while I'm here.
Black community, we celebrate dumb shit.
Hold on. Now, this could be a messy video or it cannot be a messy video. I'm going to try not to make this a messy video. I'm going to be as vigilant and as professional as possible while having this particular interaction. Now, you're probably already familiar with the person I'm about to be talking about. And if you haven't liked this, whoa. Hi, my name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live. If you haven't liked this video yet, before this video started, give this video a like because I'm just opening an open discussion. And you can give your thoughts and your opinions and down below. I'm going to try to save all my thoughts and opinions to the end of the video. So please stick around to the end to get my full breakdown or my perspective of this particular situation. But while we are starting it, let's get it. You moved to Thailand for ladyboys. I don't know. That's what they're saying on social media at this moment in time, and it's becoming diabolical. And let's just watch this particular thing, and I'm going to get my thoughts throughout this process. Here we go.
Twin, why it always gotta be, he moved to Thailand for a ladyboy. He moved to Thailand for a ladyboy. Twin, why couldn't I move to Thailand for a peace of mind? Why couldn't I move to Thailand for freedom? Why couldn't I move to Thailand to show other people there's something going on outside of America? Why has always got to be negativity, not only on the black community, but on humanity just in general, twin? Why couldn't I move to Thailand and get a bang for my buck? Why couldn't I move to Thailand just to experience something different? Just different. Why I gotta move to Thailand for ladyboy? A ladyboy, twin. Yeah, I know he out there for ladyboys. Hey, yeah, I know he out there dealing with the ladyboys. Yeah, I know that man. He gotta be out there dealing with like. Look at his eye ring, bro. Yeah, eye ring gave it away. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Look at the prison on his face. He gotta be out there for the ladyboys. Like, god damn, bro. Like, I just wanted to move to Thailand, bro, just to experience something different and show y'all, like, there's something going on outside of America, gang. Why has it always got to be so negative? I ain't gonna be not count, man. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. But I guess that's what come with it, man. I guess that's just what come with it.
Now I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right. He made a big fuss on this. It's like he really named out the black community. He named out any other community. He forcibly said the black community, and then I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe what's in my head at this moment in time is like, bro, if that wasn't the case, why would you even address it? Like, why would you even make it a stress? Why would you even? And why you specifically broke out the black community? And I have a theory on why, but let's get to the next clip. So as I'm scrolling through, I've been seeing this guy's videos all over social media for a minute now, and I've been thinking like, yo, bro, why is this guy forcing this? Oh, America ain't this, bro. America, like he's feeding into this European or Asian or other world society perspective of bashing or under bashing America for like, look at the life that they're living. Look at this, it's so much better. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna let it rock because I feel like he hasn't had enough skin in the game to give this type of his perspective. But that's just my perspective throughout the particular situation. And I'm not saying you need a certain type of skin in the game. If he's enjoying his time in Thailand, okay. But he did bring up a couple of points that I am going to address. But before we address, let's check out this video that popped up on my For You page as well.
I had to unfollow this black travel content creator the other day because he was on live the other day and he was talking about one of the countries that he's moved to and is living in, and he's answering questions about the country. And coincidentally, there's a lot of other black Americans that have moved there and stuff like that. So they have like community groups, they have like meetings and stuff, and they just have stuff going on all the time for black Americans in this different country. And so somebody in his live was like, hey, do you ever meet up with any of the black people in this country? Like, do you ever meet up or make content with them? Because some of them are content creators too. And he like made a face and he was like, no. And before I judged immediately, I was like, let me hear him out. He gonna say, oh, I've been around African Americans my whole life. I don't want to see them while I'm here. I've never hit the unfollow button so fast. That just sounded really anti-black to me. And even as he proceeded to explain, he was like, oh, I just want to be surrounded by the culture, blah, blah, blah. I completely understand that. Like, I get wanting to know the language. I get wanting to know about the culture and the people and that's what you're supposed to do in a different country, to respect the culture and respect the people that has been living there their whole life. Please do that. But to say like you just don't want to hang around any black Americans in this different country, like, so you purposely go out of your way to not be around them at all, it just kind of seems really anti-black. And I was not having that. It was a lot more that he said, but I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, I had to unfollow him immediately.
Now hold on, I'm just like you. I'm like, I saw this and I was like, who the hell are they talking about? Who she possibly talking about? And just like your nosy ass, I did the exact same thing. I went straight to the comment section. In the comment section said, boom. And that's actually the name of his actual way. Now, I don't want you to make this to go and target this particular person. I think that the best particular situation is to like leave it and move on. You don't gotta rant and do all this. Oh, word, how can you? Nah, don't do that because you're just giving them more hype. Just leave it, move on, and when you do know, you know what I mean? So then, like I said, okay, so she said that he said this about the black community, and I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, all right, now I know there's a huge black community in Thailand, like a black American community in Thailand. And I'm like, all right, you know what? But that's just her perspective. Maybe she took it out of context or something like that. I'm just like, all right, cool. Maybe this is all going to wrap around to the same point that I wanted to make. So stay along with me, pay attention. So this is all wrapping around to the same point I'm making. I'm like, all right, so I just let it rock. I just kept moving on it, His video's still popping up on my For You page, and I'm like, bro, all right. He keeps saying, Thailand this and this, yo, twin, America this and America that, yo, twin, America this, and we all come. And I'm like, you know what, all right, cool. Then this popped up on my For You page.
I don't know if it's just me or in the black community, we celebrate dumb shit. Like, I don't know if I'm just hating on the culture, like, we just celebrate dumb shit. Like, why the fuck is we celebrating niggas that went to jail, that shot at a motherfucker, that killed the motherfucker? Oh, he gonna do 2 years. Oh, he good. He gonna be back home soon. Like, what the fuck is going on? We celebrate niggas that kill motherfuckers. Man, that man got bodies, bro. He dropping niggas. Like, what in the fuck is going on with my motherfucking culture? What is going on? Like, why the fuck we don't celebrate nothing that's positivity? The niggas that do the positivity shit, they don't get no likes, no comments, no shit. But when it's a motherfucker that's slamming shit out, going to jail, they get all the praise in the world, bro. Did you see that man just bought a new Lamborghini? Dumb shit. Did you see that man just bought a $200,000 chain? Dumb shit. When you see that man just bought, like, nobody get praised for buying real estate properties. Nobody getting praised for putting their family in position. Nobody's getting praised for helping the community. Nobody's getting praised for living abroad and showing people that you can live abroad. Nobody's getting praised for that. But hey, who am I? I'm just a nigga on Instagram that's on this waiting on Big Bro to touch down. Big Bro don't need to touch down. Big Bro just killed 93 people and motherfucker had 12 hostages. Big Bro don't need to fucking touch down. But bro, I swear to God, bro, I just be tripping out, bro. I be tripping out. I just be looking at this shit, bro, and I just be like, man, I'm so thankful and I'm so glad I ain't gotta worry about no YNs. I ain't gotta worry nobody slime me out. Good morning, Thailand.
All right, so now that's what I heard. And I thought to myself, I'm like, that's somewhat true and somewhat not true. You can't generalize all black people or black American people to say that we all engage in and motivating and uplifting people who are doing toxic shit. You can't make that type of generalization, especially when you're as global as you are. That's why I try to keep my culture, when I reference to black Americans or black community in general, I try to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence not to put out another stereotype or not to promote a disingenuous perspective of our culture by marginalizing it down to one particular perspective. And that's what I feel like he just did in this particular moment right now. I genuinely feel like he did that. So I'm sitting there, and now back to the point. You flew to Thailand for ladyboys. Now I'm not saying he said that. I'm not saying anything about this. I'm gonna leave it up to your perspective. One thing about black American culture is that we love to talk shit. We do, like, we really do. That's like a part of the culture. We love to psychoanalyze people and just find a little, you got a little bit too much sugar in your Kool-Aid. We love to do that. That's something that's been in our culture for a long time. It is what it is. So why would you not want to be around black Americans while you are in Thailand, but you want to come on social media and talk about our particular culture or what we are in reference, like you're the spokesperson of that, but you don't want to hang around people like that? Is it because those black Americans will sniff the booty out in you? Oh. No, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not going to be messy. Like I said, I'm not saying that is the case, but you in Thailand, they have their own culture, their own momentum. They have their own reality out there, like, and it's nothing wrong if you like ladyboys. That's okay. It's not a problem. Like, for real, I really don't have an issue with it. There's no issue with it. Your sexuality is your sexuality and stuff like that. But why do you feel like you should bash the black community or say, oh, what's wrong with our culture? If you like ladyboys, stand on it. Like, it's not a big problem. Like, if you flew to Thailand to get some free, cheap ladyboy booty, then that's okay. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, like, But don't try to throw the black community in that whole particular situation. Like, oh, well, especially we got gay people in the black community too. We don't really care. You know what I mean? But it is interesting that you come onto social media. You do post a lot of motivational stuff, even in your diabolical stuff. It is motivational, inspirational, but the leading hook of it all is all diabolical in itself, which is okay. You don't have a problem with it, but you keep bashing and undertoning Americans in general, and then targeting the black community within your talking points, sorry, within your talking points, and then like sitting down putting a whole bunch of motivational to make yourself feel better about it. Listen, bro, Europe is not, and Asia is not all amazing, bro. Like, you're lonely out there. You're saying, don't act like it. You're lonely out there. You're like, no, I'm not. If you're not lonely, what are you filling up your day with doing? Eating and jet skiing and stuff like that? Going to hotels and shooting film content? Who are you talking to out there? What type of conversations are you particularly having out there? You can't have the conversations you have with people on the Western side society, with people over there. I know. Like, I'm in these European countries. I'm traveling around, and even to Asia's. Like, this whole system, the reality of these non-Westernized societies is all very similar. So I know, like, you can't really have the in-depth conversations. You're probably the coolest person that everybody knows around there, with your personality, with your exempting all of this Black American culture, while you out there and everybody's looking up for you for advice and to fit in and stuff like that. And you're probably, I get it. But deep down, you can't really relate with none of those particular people. It feels good for now. But then you eventually, after a year or 2 or 3 years or 4 years, you start wrapping around in the circle of the most repetitive type of mentality of cultural differences that you grew up with. And that's only going to make sense to people who travel. You can meet some really nice people in these different countries, I'm not gonna lie. You got really in-depth conversations, I'm not gonna lie. But let's be honest, the mass majority of the interactions or engagement around the world is all spoken around America in general. We are the most talked about people throughout the world. So when you start talking to people about different types of things, you're going to be the main one that they're going to be looking for as a source of reference or understanding, and you're going to start realizing that they don't really know the depths of our culture as much as we might think they do. So the references, the talking points, the things that we're going to be able to talk to, or even the breakdowns of music and songs, they wouldn't even think that deep into the breakdowns of the music of the song as we would. Sorry, I'm spitting everywhere. But you understand what I'm saying, right? Like, I hope that makes sense. So my question is, okay, Thailand has a very cheap living. You could have moved to Romania. Romania got like nice apartments and stuff like that, $600-700 of course, and it's still cool and stuff like that. Some of the most beautiful women in the world, Eastern European, volcanic looking women, are in Romania. You chose Thailand, which is not a problem. But stop acting like you say, oh, we first of all, I'm just gonna say this. We don't know much about you. Your whole thing about you is like, what do you do? Like, what was your job? What is your job? What is your dream? What is your goal? Your whole content is surrounded around you leaving America to move to Thailand to have a better life. Cool. But we only see that talking point of it. And that's kind of suspicious in a way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing at nighttime besides eating, big fella? You don't want to talk to Black American people while you are out there. Who you talking to? Because every time we see you doing something, it's like you're forced to do something. Not saying forced, but like, you're going to get your nail done, so you shoot a video. Okay. You're going to go get some food, so you shoot a video. What are you doing in the rest of the 24 hours of the day, big fella? Especially at nighttime. What are you doing at nighttime, big fella? Because we don't see none of that. And nor do we see you. Because we all know that Thailand is not known for beautiful women. Not saying they don't have. I'm just saying, they're not known for it. You know what I mean? They're known for lady boys. I think it's very interesting that you don't want to be around Black American people, but you don't show any other people that you interact with, big fella. I'm just saying, maybe that's one of the reasons people think is you flew to Thailand, you're just with the lady boys. It's okay. Like, I'm not saying that you are. I'm just trying to answer the question that you posed in this video. You said that why people in the Black community always say you flew to Thailand for lady boys. I'm just trying to answer the question. I'm not trying to be messy at all, gang. Twin, I'm not trying to be messy, and I'm not trying to start no war with you at all if you see this. Show us more. Show us more about what you do. Show us more. Shit, fuck it. I'll fly out to Thailand. You show me how it is. Like, it's not a problem. I'm in Europe. It's easy for me to book a flight and go to Thailand and meet up with all these different people. I don't have an issue with it. Like, I don't, at this moment in time, I could possibly do that shit. But what else are you doing out there? Your apartment looks great. We always see the apartment. We always see the flashy hotels. But if you turn that camera around and show the rest of the landscape, I guarantee you, big fella, it's not looking all sensational. Even the aesthetics is not aesthetic. No disrespect. But here, what are your thoughts on that particular situation? I'm curious to see, did he fly to Thailand for the lady boys? I don't know. And they do have some stunningly looking, beautifully looking, women-looking lady boys in Thailand. I've seen, let's be real. I've seen a couple clips of some lady boys in Thailand that look just like girls. So, if that's what you're into, it's cool. But, what are your thoughts? My name's AdonisCrashBoom. You guys are watching Adonis Live. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And keep it zesty. Now, chill. That's diabolical. All right, calm down. Please don't only see me one way. All right, calm, chill. Just to let you guys know, in Thailand at nighttime, it's a movie.
Hands up, little mama, what's up? No, you see me pulling up